What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Next Generation Acoustics, and in this video we are going to talk about the history of sound as weapons of war. The history of audio sound weapons stretches back hundreds, if not thousands, of years of recorded history, back to a time when warriors used drums and other instruments to intimidate and disorient their enemies in battle. Over time, the use of sound weapons as a weapon evolved, and today, audio sound weapons are more sophisticated than ever before. One of the earliest examples of an audio sound weapon was the war drum, which was used by Native American tribes to signal attacks and intimidate enemies. These drums were typically made from animal skins stretched over a wooden frame, and they were pounded with sticks or hands to produce a loud, booming sound. The use of war drums allowed Native American warriors to communicate with each other over long distances, and the loud, intimidating noises they produced were effective at scaring off enemies and demoralizing them in battle. As time went on, other cultures began to develop their own forms of audio sound weapons. In the Middle Ages, for example, the Chinese used a type of trumpet called a war horn to signal attacks and frighten enemies. These war horns were made from bronze or other metals and were capable of producing a loud, ear-piercing sound. The ancient Chinese also used war horns to communicate with each other over the battlefield, using different tones and rhythms to convey different messages and formations. In Europe, armies also used a variety of audio sound weapons. Large drums were also used to march into battle, creating a sense of fear and confusion among the enemies. In addition, European armies also used other instruments such as trumpets and horns to signal attack and to create a sense of chaos and disorientation on the battlefield. War tubas, also known as signal tubas, were used in the 19th century as a means of communication and signaling in military conflicts. They were known for their ability to project sound over long distances and for their distinct tone, which could be easily recognized by the soldiers. War tubas were primarily used by European armies and were used in conjunction with other signaling devices such as drums and bugles. Additionally, war tubas were also used as an early warning system for enemy aircraft during World War I, as their deep, low-frequency sound could detect the approach of enemy planes before they could be seen or heard by the human ear, allowing soldiers to take cover. However, this application of war tubas was not widely used, and it was more of an experimental measure rather than a standard one. The use of war tubas declined with the advent of modern communication technology such as the telegraph and radio, which made them obsolete. Today, they are mostly used in military bands and ceremonial events. In the modern era, audio sound weapons have become even more sophisticated. Today, military forces around the world use a variety of high-tech audio devices such as sonic guns and loudspeakers to disorient and incapacitate enemies. These weapons use intense, high-frequency sounds to cause pain and discomfort, and they have been shown to be effective in a variety of military and law enforcement situations. For example, sonic guns can be used to disperse crowds of protesters, and modern loudspeakers can be used to communicate with groups and individuals over large distances. The history of audio sound weapons is a fascinating tale that spans back hundreds of years and cultures. From the simple war drums of the past to the high-tech sonic guns of today, the use of sound as a weapon has evolved and continues to be an important tool in the arsenal of militaries around the world.